Ugh. Welcome back to my channel, and for day 17 of my Vlogmas 2023 series, I'm bringing you a "Why are you still here?" video. This is a comparison between my first ever makeup inventory, which I did in 2019 back on Instagram. I'll have my Instagram linked down below, versus what is currently in my collection, what is still hanging around, what we're questioning, why are you still here? And we have quite a lot of things that are still here. And on top of that, going back and looking at my 2019 inventory, I have definitely gone a little bit overboard since then. And we need to be rolling some of these products out. So how I'm going to go through this is, up here I'm going to put a picture of the slide for the category I'm discussing, and then I'm going to show you the items we still have hanging around, and at the end of all this we're going to have a comparison of how many items I had in my 2019 collection, my inventory, and how many items are still remaining. So you'll get all that in a pretty little spreadsheet at the end. But let's jump in for the first category. So first up we have priming and setting. And in 2019 I had 5 items in that category, and thankfully only one is still hanging around, but that is this Lipcot lip seal, which I have recently discussed in my What's in My Project graveyard video. I have that linked up in the cards. But this one is still hanging around, and I don't really know if I'm going to end up using it up. Please let me know in the comments if there's any way you think that I can multitask this item, because I don't really think I'm going to use it sealing down my cream lipsticks, but that is a problem for another day. From my brow pencils / lashes and glue category, I do think I still have those lashes, but I'm not really bothering with those items. That's not really a problem for me. So out of the brow items, I had 3 brow items in 2019, and actually I still have one of those hanging around. So this is, I think it was an Essence brow pencil. I'm not 100% sure because it's all rubbed off the pencil, but this one's still hanging around, and it is the one I'm wearing today and that I'm actively in the process of using. But maybe this is something I should be considering putting in my plan to pan for 2024. Then for my foundation / concealers category, I had 9 products in that category, and I have 2 of those remaining. This is my Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. There isn't very much left in it, and as you know, I'm currently actively using this as part of my 35 while I'm 35 project, linked up in the cards. The other one is this Superstay Maybelline 24-hour Superstay concealer. I have been actively using it, and it does have some windowing. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is definitely some windowing in the product. So I'm hoping to possibly work on that and have that out. I don't think this will be done next year, but maybe for the year of 2025. Then for the category of powders / mascaras, I do not know how I made my categories up, but I didn't have very many products and I wanted to fit them all in only a few posts on Instagram. But I had 9 products in that category, and I'm very pleased to say that I've actually used up all 9. So I've got nothing still hanging out and collecting dust. Then we go into blush. Now, I had 3 items from that category, though I will say that that little 3-pan thing, that one was decluttered, while the other Maybelline blush there was used up. So some of these items I'm no longer have in my collection, but they're more likely decluttered rather than used up. And I'll have actually my inventory / declutter series up in the cards, the playlist for those if you're interested. But I have one blush still hanging out, and that's from my Revolution the Emily Edit palette. As you know, this palette is broken, but it is this blush right here, Joy. That one is still hanging out. It is pleasing to see it now has a pan in it compared to when I had it in 2019. In 2019, I had 19 pans of eyeshadow. We have gone down a few of those, but I still have all of these still in my collection. Let's go through them one at a time. Starting off with my Revolution Emily Edit, we still have one highlighter from here. This is the shade Gratitude. That one is still hanging around. From my Revolution Ultra Cool Glow palette, we still have 8 shadows, 8 highlighters in this palette. So that's still 9 of those 19. We have 2 from the Australis AC on tour. That's these 2 here. This one is a powder, which I should have mentioned actually in my powder section. I thought this was a highlighter in 2019 and I classed this as a highlighter, but it is actually a powder. So this should have been included in my powders for 2019, but it wasn't. So I guess we still have 3 from this product that I was classing as highlighters. I don't know, it's confusing. We've still got these though. And then from my Essential Beauty Unicorn Dust Strobing palette, we still have 4 hanging out in this product as well. So that means out of the 19 products I was classing as highlighters, we still have 16 pans. For contour, we had 5 pans of product. And still remaining, we have the ones from the AC on Tour palette, all 3 of these down here. And we also have the one from the Emily Edit palette, so that's Courage up here. So we only actually have moved 1 contour product on. From my liquid eyeliner, stamp tattoo, gel eyeliner products, we originally had 9 and we still have 5 of those hanging around. So first up we have the 2, get these guys out of the way, the 2 stamp tattoos. These are still here. And then we also have this white liquid liner. This is by, I think this is by Maybelline, is it? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's by Rimmel. We have this Rimmel white eyeliner. And then we have these 2 gel eyeliners. So one is the Blackest Black W7 Super Gel Eyeliner. I will say this guy, it's a pencil. And I'm always been taught that gel eyeliners are a lot more smooth. They stay on longer, yada, yada. But this guy, it's kind of dried. It's hard to get out. It looks good when it's on, you know, the eye, but it is a bit of a drier product. So I don't particularly love this eyeliner. The other one I have is this potted eyeliner, gel eyeliner from Rimmel. And this one has actually dried up. So I do have some oils I'm planning to use to revitalize it. But yes, so since getting this in 2019, this is actually super dry. It almost feels like look, I'm literally in here digging around and like nothing is coming out. We'll see how using the oils will fix it up, but I'm not really an eyeliner user, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to just throw things away, so I just keep them. From my pencil eyeliners, we had 20. And as you know, I recently decluttered a heap of those My Cure Cure Me pencils. And I now only have 2. That is so exciting. I do have obviously some black eyeliner pencils in my collection, but not the ones that were from 2019. But from 2019, we have the NYX Jumbo pencil in milk, and also this little Savvy eyeliner in white. So these are both white pencils actually. So I have managed to either declutter or use up 18 pencils, mostly declutter. As you know, I count my eyeshadows by pan rather than palette. So I will put a picture obviously up here of my eyeshadows from 2019. And then over here, I'll say how many pans that was. So I'm actually not sure, to be honest, because I haven't got any notes there, but I have been including my Emily Edit the Needs palette in these inventory photos. And when I bought the Emily Edit the Needs, that's the same time I bought the Emily Edit the Wants palette. But I didn't see it in even the eyeshadow photo. So I'm a little bit unsure now. I'm like double questioning myself, but I am 90% sure, 99% sure that I had this palette as well back in 2019. So I haven't obviously officially included this one. I will double check my numbers and see if number wise it was included, but I haven't officially included this one because it's not in the photo, but I'm pretty sure I did have it. Otherwise, I still have a large majority of the eyeshadows I had back in 2019, though some of them have changed, I guess, how they are presented, especially in relation to that Revlon 144 pan palette. But let's start small. So I still have this Nutrimetics eyeshadow, this Marble Eyes in the shade Venus. That's what this one looks like. Still have that. I still have the Emily Edit the Needs palette, and that's got those 6 eyeshadows in it. Still got this one. I also still have my Kaleidoscope palette. This is from Australis. However, I did manage to finish up 2 of the eyeshadows in this palette, but I still have the palette overall. I still have the Urban Decay, the black palette. That's what this one is looking like. Still hanging around. And I still have my KVD, my Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. That's what this one looks like. This one is still hanging out as well. And I really need to start getting more use out of these. Then in relation to that Revolution 144 pan palette, as you might remember, I went through, the packaging broke. I went through and I repressed all these shades. I'll put the video up in the cards, but I have them now in these little palettes here. So there is less shades than when we started, but those are all in here now rather than in that Revolution palette. And actually I have not really used these at all since repressing them. Then that Maybelline Empowered Plums palette, I still have that as well, kind of. They are these 2 Franken shadows. I broke the palette, the eyeshadows broke after that picture was taken, so I decided to repress them together into just 2 different pans. So that is that Empowered Plums shadow. So really, I still own a majority of those eyeshadows, and those that I don't own, I actually didn't finish them up. I decluttered them. So yes, I'm obviously not really working my way through eyeshadows very well. Then we go into the fun part, which is the lip products. Starting off with my lip balms, lip scrubs, and lip glosses. I only have one left in my collection, and that is this Nivea Pearly Shine lip gloss. This is definitely, there's not heaps left of this product, but it is definitely a hard lip gloss to wear because it's that really pearly shiny color, but this one is still here. Lipstick wise, there is only 5 that I have moved on, and I don't think I finished any of them. I might have finished one of them. Otherwise, they were all declutters. This is with my liquid lipsticks. So I obviously have a full container here to just quickly run through it with you. In relation to these NYX liquid lipsticks, if you're interested in seeing my swatches for them, check it out in the cards. I'm not going to go through every shade because that is ridiculous, but we're just going to hold up 4 at a time. So I still have these 4, these 4, these 4, these 4, these 4, and finally these 4. So to be clear, I still have all 24 of the NYX liquid suedes that I had back in 2019. Then I still have 2 of these L'Oreal lip paints. These were a recommendation from Emily Noel. That's why I bought them. But I still have these 2 hanging around. The third one, the little doe foot broke, so I decluttered it. And I still have this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This one is in the shade Huntress, but this one is still hanging around, and in fact I extended out that collection. And then I have this Jeffree Star Venus Flytrap Velour Liquid Lipstick. This one is getting quite old. There is quite a lot of windowing in here when I move it around, and I generally think it's maybe starting to get to that point that I should either use it up or move it out. So maybe I'll put this one in my pan to pan for 2024. And last but not least, for my cream lipsticks, we did move 4 lipsticks out, but we still have the 2 MAC Lip Tensity lipsticks, as well as the 3, I've moved them out of the big box, but I've kept them all in their little individual packaging, but the 3 MAC lipsticks from that little red kit that's there. I still have my Body Shop, what's this called, like Crush or something, 101 Crush lipstick. This thing, the packaging is trashed, the lipstick is getting old. This is probably something else that I really need to start like actively trying to move on or call it quits and declutter. I still have the Maybelline Crazy for Coffee lipstick. And last but not least, the NYX matte lipstick. This is in Up the Base. It's a pretty purple color, but they are all the lipsticks I still have. So I'll put up here a full comparison. I might just move over a little bit to make it easier, but I'll put up here a full comparison of all the categories and how many products were in it in 2019, how many things have moved on via use up or declutter, and how many things that were first in my 2019 inventory are still hanging around. And really the question is, why are you still here? Why have I not used you up and moved you on? I know I have moved products in and out, and I do get a okay amount of empties, but why am I buying new products when there are still so many products still hanging out since 2019? I am interested to see, when I actually do all the numbers up, what these little totals are, how many I had in total versus how many are left in total. But either way, I need to start moving these out because seriously, why are you still here? But with that, I'm Verity, wishing you a happy holiday season, and now to the outro.